The man never thought. As a high human, he exerted his full strength for the first time. It was to kill his own companion. For the inhabitants of this world, high humans are like gods. Even the current Beast King and his daughter, when they meet the protagonist, they can only sit respectfully on the side. And the white-haired man sitting in the center is the first Beast King of the Beast Kingdom. He is also the protagonist's NPC attendant during the game era. Apart from the master-servant relationship, the two are also close friends who can entrust their backs to each other. Once they broke through the encirclement of thousands of monsters, after 500 years, they met again. The relationship between the two has not changed at all, and the protagonist also explained to the other party why he disappeared for 500 years. The two talked until the evening. Until then, Girart finally brought up the main topic. He calmly said that his life is coming to an end. I'm afraid it won't last a month. He discovered this a few weeks ago. This coincides with the time the protagonist appeared. This feeling is like the time stopped in the body. Start moving with the appearance of the protagonist. Maybe I have lived to this day, just to see you. It is also to fulfill my long-standing wish. He seriously proposed a duel to the protagonist. It turns out that Girard's wish is to fight with the protagonist. Finally died as a warrior. Looking at the serious expression of the other party, the protagonist also gave a response to accept the challenge. Girart also understands his master, but now the only worry is the descendants of the Beast Kingdom. The right-hand man who has been following me. Maybe I can perceive my intentions more or less, but the direct Beast King and the princess of the Beast Country still don't know about this. That night, Girard summoned the two. He casually stated that he had found his burial place. The duel will be in a week. The location is in the nearby forest. Although the princess is a little reluctant, but after understanding the wishes of the old ancestors, she also decided to witness this duel in person. In the next week, the protagonist has been living in the Beast Kingdom. During this period, he also took out the Moon Sanctum, helped Girard repair the damaged weapon. He just took out a small hammer and tapped it lightly. After a burst of light, the original artifact level gauntlet was restored to its original state. This made the people behind him stunned. The day before the duel, the protagonist personally handed the weapon to Girard. The two talked about Shin under the moon. He asked the protagonist if he found a way home. Will you leave Shin and leave alone? The protagonist didn't hide anything about this. Frankly speaking, leaving here is the reason he has been fighting for so long, but he will try to find a way to have the best of both worlds. On the day of the duel, the two did not have the sadness of parting. Instead, they were very much looking forward to the upcoming battle, and the duel location is in the nearby forest. Girard and his tribesmen made their final farewell. They will be on the cliff. Witness Girard's departure. In their view, it's been a long time since they've seen the first Beast King so happy. Maybe this is his best destination. And the duel kicked off. At the beginning, the two erupted in a fierce counterattack. After the frontal battle, it was a chase in the forest. For a while, the whole forest erupted with a huge noise. The current Beast King and princess didn't expect. Girard's strength is so strong when he gets serious. What surprised them even more was, Shin actually said that this is just a warm-up for the two. If dealing with Girard who is going all out, even she would have a hard time. Sure enough, the two in the forest finally got serious. Just saw Girard completely turned into a beastman form. He knew that the protagonist could kill him in an instant, but he has been training for 500 years, even if it's only a moment. He also wants to bite the protagonist with his own tusks. Facing the protagonist's long-range thunder and lightning, Girard instantly flashed to the other side. A powerful punch at one time actually suppressed the protagonist. Then he used his own secret technique. Green energy gushed out from his hand. Taking advantage of the protagonist's hard defense, Girard appeared behind the protagonist again. Next is a series of skills like a tide. Such a smooth combo is the result of Girard's continuous training for 500 years, and the protagonist also witnessed this. At the same time, he also felt ashamed. Facing a companion who was fighting for his life, he was still thinking about preserving his strength. In response to the other party's awakening, the protagonist also used his own secret technique. Unexpectedly, his sword shattered at the moment of collision, and Girard took the opportunity to run behind the protagonist. A punch came over. Unexpectedly, at the moment the fist hit, Girard's body also couldn't bear it at the same time. He fell to the ground and turned back into a human, but his tusks trained for many years indeed touched the protagonist. The long-standing wish has been fulfilled, but he is very clear about one thing. That is, the protagonist still has strength left. Finally, he made a request. That is to let the protagonist kill him with all his strength. In the end, Girard left with a smile. After this, the Beast Kingdom held Girard's funeral, and after the protagonist attended the funeral, sitting in the position where he used to chat with Girard, a person stared blankly at the moon. Only Shin knew that the protagonist was very upset. In Shin's arms, the protagonist finally vented his emotions. The matter of killing a companion with his own hands, it's a sad thing for anyone.